This is Liz Colburn, host of Invited. Thanks for checking out the following podcast on Public House Media.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Your Life Matters podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Mariah White, and I am a passionate pediatric nurse practitioner and fired up health and happiness coach here to deliver a message to you. This podcast is meant to provide a hope and a dream that fuels your soul to dream big and to dream bold and to inspire and empower you to live out your wildest freaking dreams and to grab a hold onto the unwavering truth that you were made for more. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Your Life Matters podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Mariah White, and I am so grateful you are here. I am amped. I am totally geeked out because it is a brand new, fresh start. I just went through 3 weeks of having part 1, part 2, part 3 of an incredible topic of systemic racism, injustices, and I gave you the insights of 6 remarkable humans, me included, yes, tooting my own horn, but really 6 remarkable stories of racial backgrounds and injustices all over. And I got such incredible feedback. I wanted to share that with you. And if you want to listen again to its entire way or video or the way that it goes from start to finish, you can find it on my YouTube at Dr. Mariah White, or you can just share this podcast with a friend or share a part to the podcast with a friend, because either way, I'm just so grateful that you're here. Now, guys, I'm going to take a deep breath because I'm literally sitting here in front of my mic and it has been such a long time. And if I'm honest with you, it's been a hard season for me to come to this podcast platform and to share my intimate thoughts and ideas and tactical objectives with you. Why? Because as a person, I have been struggling with the Black Lives Matter movement because it is something so near and dear. Why have I been struggling personally? Because a lot of things with COVID and me not being on the front lines is really starting to bog me down. I have a lot of amazing friends who are currently dealing with a lot of hardships mentally and in their health, and I'm not able to help them. And I can't even imagine what women are going through right now, having to give birth for X amount of hours. I was in labor with Bianca for 18 hours, natural childbirth. I can't imagine having a mask on my face while any of that was happening. And women are doing it. Their husbands are not able to go to ultrasounds and things like that. And then people who are sick in the hospital, not unrelated to COVID, are alone. And I'm just overwhelmed. So I had to take a step back and I needed to breathe and I needed to share with you guys my intimate thoughts. And as the next couple of weeks, we're going to dive into different things because I wanted to share with you the fact that all of us go through things, but we grow through what we go through. I say that all the time. Our mess is our message, but I also want to share with you tactical things that you can implement right away in order to move yourself forward. So right now, today, my topic is on the best way to show up as a leader. And how do I know this? I run a very successful, thriving business where I have partnered with an incredible company. I am not a walking billboard for Beachbody, but I am a Beachbody collaborative coach. What does that mean? I partner with Beachbody to help give me workouts and a platform, but I myself have created what's called Bold and Beautiful. I am the founder, co-founder, and leader of Team Bold and Beautiful, and I am proud of them. I'm proud of what we've created, and then in part, I created an entire place for me to implement my podcast, plus trainings, plus mentorship, plus coaching, plus health and fitness, plus what I do as a pediatrician, all of that in one place, and that is Born to Shine Wellness. So all of that to say, how have I adapted the best way to grow as a leader in this season of hard? We all have leadership tendencies, right? Whether we are a leader within our home, leader within our family, leader within a business, leader within a podcast platform, leader within a Facebook group. Leadership is everything and everywhere. So how do you right now show up and be the best leader? Before I could answer that question, I had to do it myself. And over the last several months, I have, especially if you follow me on Instagram at Dr. Fit White, or you check out my website at www.borntoshinewellness.com, you'll see that I have gone from Island A to Island B. We talk about it all the time. I talk about that with my girls that I mentor. Where are you in Island A, who you used to be, and how do you get to Island B, where you want to be? So I'm going to talk about that. And the best way that I can tell you is I have tried and proved, and it is true what I'm going to tell you. So get your notebook out. If you happen to be driving, please, please, please take note and then go back and listen to this because this content is going to be gold. The best way, number one, the best way that you can show up as the best leader right now is to speak your truth. Why is that important? Things that you are passionate about, you have to speak truth to and give light to. This whole movement, I was super passionate about it. I needed to speak life to it. So with that being said, I had to share my truth in all of it. And how did I do that? I pulse checked my team, what I called pulse checked my team, made sure everybody was doing okay, gave a safe community, which is where that call came into play, where over 2,000 people have listened to that recording. Why? Because I needed to share light and help #keep your glasses on and to learn, unlearn, do better and be better. So you have to speak your truth. Now, maybe you're like, well, Mariah, I'm passionate about it. I'm anti-racism, but I can't speak to that, or I choose not to speak to that. That is okay. What is your truth? Maybe it's animal rights. Maybe it's police brutality. Maybe it's just health and fitness. Maybe it's just getting people to see that they are capable of so much more. Whatever it is, speak your truth. The next thing is whatever it is that you're passionate about and you're leading with intention within, you need to, number two, educate yourself. Educate yourself about what you are learning. Everyone right now is learning and unlearning, reading books they never thought in a million years that they would read, listening to podcast platforms that they had never even heard of, or following people on Instagram that then are influencing them to be better humans. So educate yourself, get the right information, and then share it. One of the things that I shared recently on my Instagram, and I would love for you to check it out. I posted a really cute, amazing picture of my daughter. We were at the pool. She had her Auntie Gin's glasses on and they were super cute, and she had such a cute face. And most people just thought I was posting about July 1st. And I said, who needs fireworks when you have this firecracker? Right? She is my firecracker. She's a spitfire in my life. She's something that really fuels me and gives me such passion. But what turned into a 4th of July post was me talking about how can you celebrate freedom within this country when people aren't free? Not just racial injustices, but so many other injustices that are going on in the world. So I talked about that boldly. How? I used a quote from Frederick Douglass because I was educating myself. And then it goes into the next point. Share your learnings. That's number 3. Share what you have learned and what you have educated yourself with, so then you can then move forward and help other people learn with you. And then once you're done sharing your learnings, you need to, number 4, hold space. Hold space for people to learn, unlearn, do and grow, be better, act better, and to keep their glasses on always. And this isn't just talking about the Black Lives Matter movement or police brutality or some of the heavy things like COVID, wearing a mask, not wearing a mask. This is about everything in life. Millions of people are struggling with unemployment. Millions of people are trying to figure out how they're going to keep their house. Millions of people are struggling with infertility. Millions of people are struggling working at the bedside. Hold space and then move in to the next one. Listen with both ears. Listen with both ears without the intent to respond with a rebuttal or an excuse or your thought process. It just needs to be, I hear you. And then if you feel compelled, I hear you, I see you. And then if you agree, I stand with you. And then that moves into the next point. Connect with what matters to you and use your voice. You have got to use your voice. In so many capacities, use your voice, because silence is the same thing as racism, injustices, people feeling like they are being attacked or not belonging. You have got to use your voice. You have to believe that there was a reason that God gifted you with an incredible opportunity to speak. So use your voice, connect with what matters to you. And what matters to you might not matter to your husband or your partner or your girlfriend or even to me. But use your voice and connect what matters to you. And then the very last and final point of being the best leader is lead from your heart, not external pressure. I had a very difficult conversation with one of my best friends, and I had to sit there and understand she doesn't get it. She doesn't get it. And can I make her get it? No. And then I was letting everyone else give me guidance about, this is what you should do. And this is what you should say. And I literally had to say, I'm going to lead from my heart. I'm going to love her for who she is. She is not my ally in this movement. However, she is my best friend, and I'm going to love her for who she is. And when I have this difficult conversation with her, I'm going to say my piece. And at that point, make my decision. And then I had that difficult conversation, and it immediately went the wrong way, the opposite way. And I was like, she's defensive. She's not in this place where she's listening with both ears. She's not holding space for my feelings, and she's not connecting to what I'm saying. So then she can't use her voice. And I had to dwell on that. I had to let it process. And I had to remember that you have to lead with your heart and not external pressure. I don't need to worry about what everybody else thinks I should do. I don't need to worry about people in my life not understanding why I'm so passionate about this. I don't need to worry about what Joe Schmo says, or the Smiths across the street, or the Joneses down the street telling me what I should feel. I just need to lead the best way I know how, and that is with my heart. I am very business savvy. I'm very logical. I got into medicine for a reason. I have my doctorate for a reason. I could spit out statistics and research algorithms and randomized control trials like the best of them. However, that is not leading with my heart. My heart is connected with emotion. How I make people feel matters more to me than what I do for them. How do I know this? And I think I've talked about this in previous podcasts. I had a patient and her kids, 2 of which had autism. Got down on the floor with them. Mom cried at the end of the appointment. She's like, nobody has ever, 1, spent more than 5 minutes with us. 2, gotten down on the floor with my kids. And 3, my kids have never let another doctor touch them ever. And I left the room crying, because it wasn't exactly what I did. It wasn't the prescription that I wrote. It wasn't the exam that I had. It was the way that I made this family feel. I have goosebumps just saying this. It is the way that I make people feel that causes success and abundance to come back in my life. Guys, I am telling you right now, my business is thriving. I went from making an X amount of income to surpassing my income as a doctor of nursing practice. I'm going to say that again. The max that a doctor of nursing practice in the United States currently is $140,000 a year. In my business, where I truly aim to help and empower incredible people, there is no cap. There is no limit. I want that for you. It doesn't have to be a business. It doesn't have to be something that you go out and do. It doesn't have to be a side hustle, but I need you to understand that when you're leading, if you lead in the way that I described, especially with the last point of leading with your heart, you will astronomically grow so significantly that it will blow your freaking mind. You have got to believe in yourself and in your leadership and grow to be the best leader possible. And I promise you, if you take these tips and these tricks and these tactical implementation strategies that I just gave you, you will forever thrive in your business. And for all of my Beachbody coaches out there who are listening, because I know you guys are and I love you, listen to me. At the beginning of the year, I was a paid 1-star diamond. Today, I am a 7-star qualifying diamond coach. For all of you who are not in the Beachbody world, what does that mean? Mariah 10x'd her business and is seeing success when she leads with her heart and intention. This is me telling you, this is my proof. So now I need you to take it and I need you to run with it, because success leaves clues. But guess what, my friends? Success is not above you. Go out and make yourself great and make your life great and believe that you were made for more. But above all, that your life matters.
What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in to yet another episode of the Your Life Matters podcast. I'm so grateful that you're here. I just ask that you share this episode with somebody. I ask you to just share it and give it to somebody who could potentially need to hear this message. I really am on a mission to help hundreds of thousands of people to believe that their mess is their message and that their story really does matter. And that above all, their life matters. I'm so grateful that you're here. I want you to share this episode. And then on top of that, if you could please leave a rating or a review or both. Let me know what speaks to you. Let me know what you need to hear. Let me know what you've connected with, because that's going to be the best way that I can make sure that I'm giving you guys exactly what you need. I love you guys with all my heart. I'm so grateful for you. And I want you to know the difference and the impact you guys make in my life. I love seeing your messages. I love seeing when you guys private message me or screenshot it and share it on Instagram or Facebook, because it lets me know that this podcast is doing exactly what it was meant to do. And it's to make sure that there's an impact being made and to help remind you and everyone else that your life matters.